up for that. Hey guys, welcome to Better League Network. I hope you can hear me. This is Dan, and we're going to kick off Season 41 on Better League Network with quite a game, which was last season's AFC Championship between Dehootie Steelers and P-Town's Texans, the Super Bowl champions, who just raised their first championship banner, as Smith will take it down to the 22-yard line. It's just going to be me here. I hope my audio levels are good. I hope you guys are here. Just going to have some fun. We're going to vibe out. We're going to watch this game. And hopefully it's a good one. As Davis Mills of the Houston Texans drops back in the gun, he fires, and it is incomplete, just completely missing the drag. P-Town immediately pauses the game, puts Watkins in. He is, looks like there's some depth chart issues to start off the season. But that was not a good throw from Davis Mills to start off. Not his best. As, Bant coming in there, just making sure the O-line's right. Just taking a long look at this depth chart. You know how it goes. EA will reset it in front of your eyes. You'll have no idea it happened. As you know, they did play in the AFC Championship last season. Dehootie was the 1 seed. P-Town was the 2 seed. 1 versus 2. But P-Town did win that game very handedly on the road. Let me pull up that score. Oh yeah, it was 40-13 for a final. So quite a dominant effort. I think he really pulled away in the second half and dominated that game. But here is Davis Mills, Super Bowl champion, trying to get his first completion of the new season. Mills drops back, curls all over the place, and hits a free form to Cooks on the left side. Easy first down, all the way to the 45-yard line, 33 yards. Yeah, Davis Mills with that neck roll, just dotting up that Steelers zone. Jacobs will take it on the eye, only for a couple yards. 2nd and 7. As Davis Mills will throw to Josh Jacobs, another free-form completion. Davis Mills, after missing this first throw of the game, puts together 2 dots. Now, in the blink of an eye, P-Town is at the 31-yard line of the Steelers with just over a minute played in this football game. As he's got 2 receivers to his left, as well as Jacobs, and Mills will drop back. He will dump it off to Jacobs. Trucks a man for a 4-yard gain. As Cam says, go Hootie. I don't really have a dog in this fight, but curious why you go rooting for Hootie. P-Town's got a bunch to his left-hand side. He will fire to that bunch in the corner route to Mooney for completion. Davis Mills, 4 for 5, 61 yards. A man who did not get a dev upgrade for quarterback, very surprisingly. He remained at star dev, but he's definitely playing like a superstar, both last season and this season. Start off in this drive, as he will be in a gun bunch, and he will fire up the middle to Mooney, and that is intercepted off of his hands into Minka Fitzpatrick. Oh my goodness, and P-Town just forcing the little Z spot and go concept. I know, we all know he loves that play. He's talked about it before. And, Dehudi picking up a big-time red zone interception, and he will take the ball. Now we will see Deshaun Watson, a big signing in free agency, the biggest signing of the free agency of last offseason. Hands it off to Cohen for no gain. Yeah, Dehudi has been looking for a quarterback all cycle. You know he wants someone fast. You know, he needs someone with legs to operate his offense, and, Deshaun Watson is quite a fine player for that. As he will hand it off to Najee Harris. His first carry of the season will be one rush for 4 yards. All right. Now we transition to a 3rd and 6 at his own 9-yard line. Deshaun Watson makes an adjustment. He will drop back. He will fire to the corner route. And it is Freiermuth who does not get it down. He could not get the feet down, could not get the football secured, whatever it was. It is incompletion, and we'll see the punting unit. As a very quick drive for Pittsburgh turns into a 3-and-out, and now Houston, after just surrendering the football in the red zone, gets the ball at their own 49-yard line in the blink of an eye. As we will see Davis Mills in a single back under center. We'll hand it off to Jacobs. Just getting kind of stuffed at the line. Nothing happening there. I think Dehudi, one of his great strengths is being a good user on defense. Definitely will scheme it up. I feel like he always will try and stop the run. Force you to do things you're weak at. And, that's why it should be a good matchup today. As Mills in the empty gun. He's got some man coverage and throws it for an incompletion. Not a lot of people open. Looks like P-Town was just taking a shot deep, a little bit of a high touch pass to the tight end, but it was broken up. So now we will go to a 3rd and 8. Once again, another big 3rd down to start this game. How you guys doing tonight? I mean, where's the chat? No one's here in the booth, so, if anyone has anything to add for this game, I'd love to hear it. As P-Town is letting this play clock run, he's past to quick snap it, and he will fire to the angle route. That is Josh Jacobs, who might not get enough. It is 4th and inches at the 41-yard line. This will be a coach's decision if he does go for it. With a little bit of a hurry up, he was going to quick snap a hurry up, it looked like, but Dehudi called a timeout, didn't like the look on defense. And now, the Texans will come back onto the field. He will snap it. He will fire to a slant for a 1st down. Quite an easy completion to Brandon Cooks. Yeah, P-Town is always going to be a very aggressive user. He's not one to lay off the gas in any respect. As this is a great play right here, as he will fire the seam to the tight end, and there's Watkins for the first touchdown of the Houston Texans season. What a dime by Davis Mills, just dropping dots. Firing dots, dropping dimes, whatever you want to say. It is 7-0 Houston to start this season. Yeah, P-Town's #1 offense in the league last year. Won the Super Bowl pretty handedly. On the back of that high-powered offense, and he will continue with that high-powered offense. in this first quarter, as Najee Harris will take the handoff, makes a man miss, and he is kind of gone. He is absolutely gone. Najee Harris, 75-yard touchdown to equalize this football game. Wow. A little bit of a read option, hands the ball off. You know, Doherty loves that concept, and Najee, all he needed to make is one man miss in the first level, and he was gone. (7-7). Wow, pretty good game. Only about 5 minutes in. Got plenty of time to go. As Mark Boswell's cousin will kick it off. And this might be a little bit of a bad kick, as it is out of bounds. You know, that looked kind of like a scum kick. It was kind of a scum kick territory in the way that ball kind of flew. But it does go out of bounds. It trickles out of bounds. And Houston will automatically take this ball at the 40-yard line by rule. Davis Mills has two men to his left, two receivers to his left, and a little base formation. And it is Jacobs who will take a little bit of a loss. Three rushes for 3 yards. Josh Jacobs is not having a good day so far. But, you know, that will never deter P-Town from still pushing his offensive game. As he stays in this formation, and he fires up the middle. That is Moreau, and he is knocked out. The ball is knocked out. Incomplete pass. That will set up a 3rd and 12. P-Town taking a while to select his play. Finally does. On this critical 3rd down. Every 3rd down is ever so critical. As it looks like he might try a little bit of a cover 3 bomb setup. Maybe just a little bit of a man-beating setup. Whatever. He loves this out of gun bunch tight end. As he will fire to the X-receiver. I believe that is Brand. No, it's Mooney. Mooney, who does not handle that football well. He drops a huge touchdown. Well defended also by Pittsburgh. And the Texans will punt this football away. As Austin III just, gets decleated down at the 14-yard line. And we will finally see this Steelers offense out here. Mike quality is bad, you're saying? Well, that's what I feared. I don't know how I would fix that. Is an interception to Darryl Stingley, and he just a little bit of a P-Clown showboat right there for no reason whatsoever. Lost a lot of potential yards for that. As it sounds like I'm really close into it. Maybe I should, stop being close into it. As that is just a really bad throw by Davis Mills. Alex, how does that sound now? And how's the mix between, game sound and my sound? A lot better. Okay, wonderful. Well, I appreciate the comment, Alex, because we're always trying to make the stream better. Not perfect, but better. Alex, I don't think perfect exists. It's just the pursuit of perfection. That's all you can do. As Watkins will catch it on the drag. Every completion Newtown makes seems to be a free-form completion. He lives on that L trigger. Sounds like little Alex when he tries to hear it. Maybe I'll take down the master volume of my mic. As Jacobs will take the handoff for a 4th and 1 at the 29-yard line. P-Town well in his rights, who's already used his coach's decision, well in his rights to go for it. And it looks like he'll do that because, you will always go balls to the wall. That is just the P-Town way, as he will take the handoff of the fullback. Fullback dive, first down. Pretty easy first down right there. Now Davis Mills in the empty gun. Looking for receivers. Hits the X-receiver, and that is Josh Jacobs, who makes a man miss and trucks another. Just says, get off me, to whoever that was. All the way down to the 2-yard line. The running back stepping up in the receiving game, taking the slant and just running with it. Doing what he does best. Carrying that rock. And that will take us to the second quarter. Put your 2s in the chat. I'm going to check my button. Maybe if I take this. All right. As we will flip the field. After the flip, Davis Mills in the empty gun from the 2-yard line. He will fire to the left side. Touchdown, Texans. Wow, P-Town looked like he came out in a quarterback draw. Said, I don't know about that. And kind of audibled and quick snapped an interesting play call right there. And it was a good one. It was a touchdown. Looked like nobody was there to contest Brandon Cooks. Maybe I gotta add that to whatever play set I have. That was interesting. As Austin the third will take the... Oh my God, he fumbled! He fumbled, and it is now Houston football. That just happened in such a blink of an eye. Oh my goodness. What an unfortunate fumble for Austin the third. P-Town will take this ball back. And he will quickly get to the line. Davis Mills takes the snap. Throws the zig to the right side to St. Brown. First and goal from the 9. Yeah, P-Town's just been a machine. Just feeling himself. Playing with all the confidence in the world. Maybe this is a bold statement, but I don't know why we're not full screen. Maybe this is a bold statement, but I'll say this after this play. As Davis Mills drops back. P-Town's not playing perfect. He's always going to make a couple mistakes. But I think he's just playing so relaxed and so free. He kind of reminds me of Austin in his Madden 21 dominance. That's just a comparison that just came to my head with Matthew Davis and that Patriot machine. And when you're rolling, your offense is a machine. Exactly what he has right now. As Jacobs will take the flat, gets a gain of nothing. We'll set up a 3rd and goal. Davis Mills will take the snap. He will fire for a touchdown to the angle route, Josh Jacobs. And once again, P-Town just dialing up, feeling himself, against this high-powered defense of the Pittsburgh Steelers. No match for the Texans offense. 21-7, early second quarter. The defending champions are still driving in full force. As Austin III will take it back despite fumbling. Oh, and he just takes another gigantic hit. I don't know how wise that was after what just happened before, but he does not cough it up. And now we will see Deshaun Watson come back onto this field. We have barely seen much of Dehudi on offense. But now we will get Najee Harris. We'll take the handoff. This gains nothing. Dehudi's going to come with the up-tempo quite early in the second quarter. Maybe he likes what he sees right here in the gun bunch. Makes many adjustments. Deshaun Watson drops back. Fires to the left-hand side, and there's Chase Claypool on the streak. Just beats his man over the top for a Steelers touchdown. Wow. Claro FLN, pretty great play against man coverage. I don't know, was that a double move on the outside? I am not so sure. I know that's a stock double move. That's pretty good. I don't know if he hot routed that at all or just cooked him on that double, but that was a great play by Claypool to get open on that cover 2 man. And Dehudi putting himself right back into this game. Davis Mills, once again, has the football, and he just gets devoured by the pass rush, but gets the ball out, and luckily just harmlessly falls to the ground for completion. All right, so P-Town has this football up 7 with 6 minutes to go. It's he will not get this football to start the half, I don't think, and so he will. I think he'll try and be aggressive here on this drive, but Jacobs will get absolutely nothing. Actually, less than nothing, as that is a negative 1 yard gain. 3rd and 11 that sets up. So with the clock running, E-Town will quickly comes to a play. And, this could be a big stop for Pittsburgh as we close out this half. He's going to go back to gun bunch tight end. He loves that corner route on the outside, making plenty of adjustments. A little bit of a smart route on that corner, it looked like. I really think he's going to try and go there. I think he's throwing to X no matter what. As he does not throw it to X. I think he was throwing it to the tight end. Dehudi sent the house on that man blitz. But he does not get anything. As Austin III will take the fair catch. Does not want to test any of these gunners after what happened on the kickoff. As Watson will be in a pistol spread type of look. Makes an adjustment on the right side. Makes another adjustment on the right side. Does some line protections. Drops back to pass. And it is just a screamer from the right-hand side. I don't know who that was for Houston, but he just destroyed the right tackle. And Watson very luckily to get that football out. 2nd and 10. As we will quickly go to another play. Deshaun Watson. Once again, the right side is just collapsing. I think that is the bum himself, Isaiah Wynn, on the right-hand side, if I'm not mistaken, that Dehudi signed. Former Patriot bum. Unless he moved him to the left tackle, I don't know. But Dehudi will come out in gun tray, open offset. P-Town being really aggressive on this 3rd and long on a call, but it is just a handoff to Najee Harris on 3rd and 10. I mean, a 5-6 trap on 3rd and 10. I don't know what that was all about. That's got to be a passing down, in my opinion. But Dehudi's going to punt this football on a 3 and out. That's been the story so far in this game, the 3 and outs for Pittsburgh. As He flips the field, though, and P-Town will take the ball at his own 8-yard line. So, quite a lot to gain in Madden 23 to score some points. Josh Jacobs takes the handoff and once again is just absolutely, positively blown up at the line. 6 rushes for 3 yards. It's just not been his night. P-Town cannot establish this run. Not that it's really affecting him that badly, but you'd like to get the run game going. It's just not working out for him, but, he'll stay persistent. He's got to get his 10 rushes anyway. Anyway, Davis Mills in the shotgun bunch, and he hits the vertical route to Watkins, 3rd and 1. Yep, bunch vertical is one of the great, the all-time classic Madden plays. P-Town loves it just as much as everyone else, and that tight end is always going to be powerful against zone coverage. We'll always split between the zones, and that time it was a 9-yard gain. As Josh Jacobs on 3rd and 1 is blown up. When have you heard that before? For a 2-yard loss, 3rd and 3, the punting unit has to come out. And quite a good stop for the Pittsburgh Steelers as he will get this ball back. With just about 3 minutes to go, and oh, what a horrible punt. Oh my goodness. Looked like that power meter was just completely wonky for P-Town. Dohooty will take this ball 3 minutes and 16 seconds. In a little bit of a pistol look, he will do a speed option to Najee Harris. Najee Harris makes a man miss and moves his way, finagles his way all the way to the 33-yard line. Najee Harris, doing a lot on the ground today, has been pretty much all Pittsburgh could do on offense so far. Now, Dohooty hasn't really gotten into the red zone yet. He scored twice on big plays, backed up in his own field, as George Pickens takes the bubble screen on the left-hand side, gets hit-sticked, but that doesn't matter. It is 2nd and 6. P-Town, very man-heavy user, will stick to a cover 1 and is not afraid to show it with a single high look. Deshaun Watson takes the ball, takes the pass, and oh my goodness, he is just forcing it into double coverage. Once again, it is Stingley Jr. with the interception. Does not do a little bit of a peak clown celebration this time, but is down to the 13-yard line. Texans have this football with 2:04 to go. I feel like the second quarter has just been a lot of possession changes. Everyone's had this football quite a lot. As Cooks takes a corner out to the left-hand side for a 2-minute warning. It is the 2-minute warning, I should say. Oh God, it's a lot of possession changes, a lot of dynamic action so far in this game. We've seen it all so far. As Davis Mills is screamed, just Adams with phenomenal pressure up the middle, completely blew up the center and the left guard, and he gets a huge sack. I don't think Dohooty elected to call timeout. Yeah, he's going to let this clock run. Maybe he'll call another timeout if he gets another stop on this set of downs, as P-Town will throw a little drag to the 24-yard line, and it is exactly what Dohooty does. He calls a timeout. 3rd and 17. Now, I'm very curious to see how aggressive P-Town will get on this set. He's, we know him to be very aggressive. Because, honestly, I just concede right here. Play the field position battle. Don't want to force it. If you force it and make a mistake, puts him back in this game. But this is one of my all-time favorite plays, as he will throw to the fade route on the right-hand side, but smartly, Pittsburgh swats that football. It will fall to the ground, and Dohooty once again, probably for the third time in the last 3 minutes, will take the football on a punt. And Boston does not fair catch it. Very interesting call there. Knocked down at the 47-yard line, out of bounds. So now Deshaun Watson will get an opportunity to gain some points with just a minute to go in the half. He had some success in that little pistol set a few minutes ago. And he will go back to it. Motions Claypool from left to right. Motions Claypool from right to left. Maybe he changed the play. As once again, Claypool from left to right. This must be the play he wants. As there's another speed option with Watson. He decides to keep the quarterback decides to keep the ball for a gain of 7. Deshaun is going to hurry up. Duty on the up-tempo. Fires to the left-hand side. And that is Johnson on a little bit of an out route. Does not get the first down with the clock running. That is not what the doctor ordered for Pittsburgh. But that is okay. He still has time to put something together, maybe get a field goal, or maybe be more aggressive and get something more. As Deshaun Watson will will give it to Harris, takes the handoff, and yeah, Doherty will call a timeout with 21 seconds to go from the 39-yard line. Not a lot of options here, in my opinion. He's kind of restricted on what you can do. You don't want to keep this ball in play. It would be a very risky move. Maybe you got one play max. You can stay in play and then you spike it. But you don't want to leave this drive with 0 points. So we'll see what he does here. As Watson, I think that was a little bit of a red zone scissors type of play, as he will get sacked, and that is exactly what you couldn't do, as this 12-second runoff will take it to the half. Oh boy. Lost the opportunity for at least 3 points. Threw it all the way down the drain. And gentlemen, the Houston Texans are leading this game 21-14. How's everyone's nights going? I see no action in this chat. Is my mic good? Am I okay? Is it less horrible? Is it bad? I don't know. The world may never know because no one's chatting. As Pittsburgh will take this football, Deshaun Watson making a lot of adjustments in the gun tight. Watson drops back, throws to Freiermuth on the drag, but he will hurry up once again. And P-Town staying in that man coverage too, man aligning, pressing. Freiermuth with the motion from right to left. As a little bit of a read option here, and nice read right there, but Okora able to tackle Watson from behind. Quite a lucky tackle in my opinion, but that is, that is exactly what P-Town needed. 3rd and 6. Doherty will quickly go to a new play, makes an adjustment on the right-hand side, and once again goes back to the read option, and this time Watson is taking plenty of yards all the way to the 47-yard line. That will move the chains. Actually, it was just a quarterback wrap. That was a great play as he's down to the 47, down to P-Town's 47-yard line. And Harris will take this football. Looks like Doherty's just going to stay with the running game. That's what's been working so far, and that's what he will continue to do. Gun doubles offset weak will be the new formation of the Pittsburgh Steelers. P-Town going into a little bit of a Alex Gossett nickel double A gap, moving the safety in. You know what kind of defensive call this is, as Najee Harris takes the handoff and fights for more yards than it looked. Stiff arms a man to the 36-yard line, falls forward, moving the chains. P-Town moving the safeties in, way into the box, as Watson changes the formation, changes the play,
and that is kind of a veer play to Najee Harris, and it is 2nd and 20. It was a power read for Pittsburgh, and that was a 10-yard loss, just completely destroyed right there by the Texans defensive front. Sean Watson, a little bit of a power pistol type of thing. I guess he was just destroyed. Dehooty's tackles are not doing him any favors here. E-Town's line is getting to him real quick. They're definitely winning the trench battle, at least in the passing game, because Dehooty's having no time out there with Watson. Cover 2-man look from Houston, and Dehooty will just run this football. Looks like he's just going to take the points while he has them, and the field goal unit will come out from the 37-yard line. So that will be a 54-yard field goal for Boswell, and Mark Boswell's cousin makes it a 4-point game, 21-17. Davis Mills, a little bit of a gun double set. This is a Cody Young favorite type of play, and he will hit the angle route just like Cody Young. Oh, they learn so fast watching Cody. As he will hurry up on a 2nd and 1. I think he's just going to bang this in for a first down and move the chains. Yep, that is an inside zone to Josh Jacobs, and he will look for more, and he will get more. Gang tackle to the 44-yard line. Josh Jacobs, finally a positive run here. Looked like he had more than 12 yards, and he has 12 total yards on the day. So finally gets a positive run there. As Houston will ask Josh Jacobs to carry this football again, but this time in the passing game, as that is a halfback screen for a gain of 3 yards. Davis Mills, 18 for 28 yards, over 200 yards. 3 touchdowns, I believe, 1 interception. Pretty solid game, all things considering, with the difficulty of scoring overall in Madden 23. As Davis Mills drops back in the gun bunch, and he will fire to Bush, and that is just a really bad read by Davis Mills. Devin Bush with an easy interception, a user lurk for Pittsburgh, puts him back into this game. 4-point game, 2:51 left in the third quarter. Deshaun Watson makes an adjustment, makes another adjustment, drops back to pass, fires to the right-hand side to Chase Claypool on the streak, and once again he's testing Stingley Jr., and he will be regretting that decision once again, as that is an easy interception for Houston, taking this ball back at their own 6-yard line. Wow. Looked like it was a huge momentum shift right there, but, Dehooty just threw it all away in one play. Oh my goodness, that almost was a pick 6. Just dangerously throwing it to the flat on that little bit of a, play action rollout, flat route to Josh Jacobs. Oh my goodness, as you see the replay, Devin Bush just almost caught it in the end zone for a pick 6. That would have been a bizarre turn of events. But P-Town staying aggressive from his own 3-yard line in an empty gun. When do you ever see that? As he will fire up the middle for an incompletion. It gets knocked out. 3rd and 13 from his own 3-yard line. You got to worry about maybe a safety, maybe even just turning the ball over down here. But you know P-Town. He's going to be aggressive. He's staring at those sticks. He wants the first down. You know it. I know it. Everyone in the stadium knows it. Davis Mills does a little bit of a smart route set of adjustments. Fires, and oh my goodness, Davis Mills completely missed that throw. Looked like an inaccurate ball from the bottom half of the screen. I don't know if, because that could have been really bad if it was on target. Maybe a left-handed freeform, but that would have had to be like the perfect pass. But it could have been a really bad interception. But anyway, once again, just a horrible punt. Does not really flip the field position very well, as Tahuti will tab this ball at the 38-yard line. Just phenomenal starting field position off of a punt. Claypool motions again. Tahuti's been loving these motions from left to right of Chase Claypool in this formation. Wonder what he sees here. He continues to make adjustments. Has a little bit of an option. Once again, Najee Harris fumbles it. Oh my goodness, just a horrible break on the fumble. Oh my gosh, as that was a weird animation. Just coughed it up when he needed to hold it on the most. And P-Town once again takes this football back off of an early turnover by Pittsburgh. As once again, Josh Jacobs is like, his median yard per carry is like one yard. That's like his median rush of the day. As Davis Mills in a gun tight will throw to Jacobs, who, as I said before, is doing much better out of the passing game as he just powers his way for a first down, beating that man blitz coverage, cover zero. Quite an easy first down. P-Town will remain in the gun tight. Makes an adjustment. Makes another adjustment. He fires to the left-hand side to Brandon Cooks. Freeform completion down to the 19-yard line. And once again, it looks like P-Town is getting into his groove again. It looks like he's feeling himself again. And you love that from the kid. As we approach this fourth quarter, he is in the red zone once again. Davis Mills drops back to pass. Man coverage. Looks pretty bagged. And Davis Mills sees that as he throws it away for the completion. Both of these users are members of the Hall of Champions, by the way. P-Town, obviously the most recent champion. Tahuti, a two-time champion from Madden 19. As Watkins, with a freeform completion, a high point freeform, all the way into the end zone on the seam shot. Touchdown, Texans. Wow, P-Town just, you gotta love it. He's just feeling himself. Playing the offense with so much ease, so much confidence. Very hard to stop. The Texans are rolling. Alabrand 19 says, "Let's go!" Sounds like a Houston Texans fan out there. At least a BL Texans fan. We love to see it. We love the enthusiasm in the chat. Wish I had some enthusiasm from the better leaguers, but that's okay. Maybe we'll see some in 12 seconds. Deshaun Watson with three receivers to his left, to his right, as well as Najee Harris, takes the handoff, has plenty of blockers in front of him, down to the 33-yard line, gain of 9. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm not much to scream. My voice is cracked anyway. But please, with your keyboards,
What's your force in the chat?
Let's see who's actually here. Let's see who's putting their fours in the chat. I don't know if anyone's actually here, because I see no enthusiasm in the chat, but that's okay. We roll. As Najee Harris will take the handoff on the read option. Dehudi just loving the read option out of the pistol. Makes an adjustment. Will hand it off to Harris on a little bit of power run as he powers with his left hand, moving the chains for once again an enormous run for Najee Harris. The Steelers will go in the hurry up. I'm not going to talk like an auctioneer. That's not my style. As P-Town just sends everyone. And Dehudi just has no time in the pocket. Unable to get that ball off. Deshaun Watson, 4 for 12 to start off his Pittsburgh tenure. Shout out P-Town, playing the game, listening on, putting his 4 in the chat. You gotta love to see it. As a little bit of an RPO, some people love that play. A little RPO slant. Love that little throw motion from Watson. As there's a hurry up. Steelers need some points here on this drive. Trying to get it in as little time as possible. Houston looks like they are going to send the house here. Oh my goodness, Deshaun Watson throws it into coverage, and it is harmlessly knocked down to the ground. As the field goal unit will come out for Pittsburgh. What seems like the edge of field goal range. That's Madden. 65 yards is field goal range. It's only 55. As Boswell puts it through the uprights for an 8-point game. It remains a one-possession ball game. The Texans are up 28-20 with just over 6 minutes to go. And we'll have an opportunity to maybe seal this game as Smith will take the kick return to the left-hand side, and he is gone, and he might just seal the game on his own. Touchdown, P-Town. Wow. Just a deflating play for the Pittsburgh Steelers and one of exuberance for the men in red as what a special teams kick return touchdown by Smith, and the Texans, the defending Super Bowl champions, are up 35-20 with 6 minutes to go. B-Town saying all phases of the game. Damn right. Damn right. Fundamental football. All 3 phases. You win in all 3 phases, you can't lose. As Watson's going to have to do a lot of climbing back into this game for his team. He hands the ball up to Najee Harris as that's all been what's working so far. 15 carries, 150 yards. Deshaun will hurry up once again. P-Town once again in a little bit of a cover 0 look. Deshaun Watson drops back to pass. Will fire into his flowers with the interception. Just easily picks it off and does a little bit of a P-clown, little stutter celebration. Very toxic from the Texans as he will fall down at the 48-yard line. Houston football. Jacobs takes the handoff, takes the halfback dive up the middle. 10 rushes for 10 yards. Like, you know P-Town's playing with all this confidence and all this, level of relaxation when he's just, he's celebrating, selling on these interceptions, like, pulling out the P-clown moves. But, that's just his style. As it is 3rd and 2 from the 40-yard line. As Jacobs just moves the chains and, one step closer of just sealing this ball game. Now you're at the point where you're in field goal range. All you got to do is sit on this football, I reckon, and make this a 3-possession game. As he will, oh my goodness, he floats it to the running back, and Edmonds picks it off, the easiest interception of his life. And I think Tahuti was trying to pitch it. You saw the animation of the pitch back. He wanted to make a move on that return, but was unable to. A loss. The Steelers will have this football back, and he gives it right back to the Houston Texans. As number 20, I don't know who that is, picks it off. And oh my goodness, this is just, just a horrible showing for Deshaun Watson's Steelers on his Pittsburgh debut. 7 turnovers for the whole team. Just not a good look for who was the 1 seed of the AFC. Some would say the Super Bowl favorites for most of the season last year. Made it all the way to the AFC Championship and is expected to do well again, but it's been quite a sloppy night for the Steelers. As Davis Mills drops back, and oh my goodness, he hands the ball off to Carmichael on the user work. Carmichael takes it all the way to the 45-yard line. These turnovers, the possessions is just a turnstile. P-Town could have just sat on this football and ended this game, but twice in a row he gives the football back to the Steelers, keeping them in this game. Deshaun Watson takes this ball back, throws to the right-hand side, knocked down. Just P-Town just sitting in man coverage. Probably runs the highest percentage of man coverage in DL if we did the analytics or something. And it's been locked down. I mean, Tahuti's just had nothing in the passing game. Nobody's been open, as Najee Harris has seen open lanes, if anything's been open for Pittsburgh. As Watson will hurry up in the gun bunch. Makes an adjustment on the right side. He fires to the left as to chase Claypool on a high point down to the 13-yard line. We'll see another hurry up as P-Town press mans. Najee Harris takes the handoff, and oh my goodness, he fumbles again. He fumbles again, but Chase Claypool picks it up, and that is also a holding call. So just a double whammy on the Madden look. As Najee Harris has to come out of this game because he's tired. That's what happens when you do too many hurry-ups. You risk the fumbles. As Watson fires to Johnson on a corner route, quite the succulent dot to finally beat that man coverage. And Tahuti, with 2:40 to go, is going to go for 2 to make this a 2-possession game, to make this a 7-point game. He's doing the classic real-life NFL analytics, down 9, go for 2. I wouldn't do it necessarily at this point because there's not much time left anyway in this game, but he wants to make sure he gets this 2-point first. With double stack on the field, Deshaun Watson drops back, fires, and that is Stingley Jr., who's just been all over the field on defense, locking down that right-hand side with another interception. 3 interceptions in regular play, and this time on a 2-point conversion. So really, if you want to say 4 picks by the cornerback, just an incredible showing. And P-Town up 9 points and 1 step closer of securing win number 1 of season 41. Davis Mills drops back. Fires, and oh my goodness, he throws it to Carmichael on the interception. A user lurk. Carmichael down to the 17-yard line. P-Clown is out here. Oh my goodness, what is going on? Just reeling Tahuti back into this game. Steelers have this football with 2:33 to go at the 17-yard line. Wow. He's got all 3 timeouts. He's on the right side of the 2-minute warning. Deshaun Watson fires into the end zone to George Pickens. for the touchdown. And in the blink of an eye, the Pittsburgh Steelers are one extra point away from making this a 2-point ball game. Wow. Oh my goodness gracious. What looked like an easy W with just 3-4 minutes to go. P-Town just making one too many throws. In my opinion, 3 too many throws. To keep in this. Oh my god, he fumbles it! He fumbles it and the Steelers have it! Oh my goodness, he fumbled the kickoff! And the Steelers, with 2:25 to go, are one field goal away from stealing this one. Oh my gosh! Oh my lord. As a little bit of a touch pass to the receiver. And oh my goodness, and that is a fortuitous injury in terms of time, because that stops the clock. But oh my goodness, Deshaun Watson is in a gun bunch strong. Will audible out of it into something he likes better. As Najee Harris fights his way up to a 3rd and 1. And, you know, in my opinion, this is probably a good 3rd and 1 for the Steelers, because if he picks up this first down, he can burn. P-Town would have to burn some timeouts and be in a tougher position when he gets this ball back. But Tahuti can't really milk this whole clock, I reckon. So I bet he goes for 6. He's not going to try and play for the field goal. On 3rd and 1, I mean, Najee Harris has just been eating all day, but he motions him out in a gun empty. Deshaun Watson, oh my goodness, and is that Zach Gentry on an easy touchdown, wide open. And for the first time all ball game, with 1:57 to go, the Pittsburgh Steelers have taken the lead. What is happening in NRG Stadium? Who is watching this game? You are seeing a wild one. As Smith takes the kick return. He had a phenomenal kick return earlier in the 4th quarter. But he goofed. He goofed when he needed to not. And that cost his team maybe the win. As Davis Mills with oh my goodness, and yes, it is intercepted by Minkah Fitzpatrick. Oh my goodness. He pass-lit it a little too far to the right side, trying to hit Brandon Cooks on a little bit of a post route. And oh boy, the Steelers are winning this ball game with 1:47 to go. Johnson with a duck touch pass again. Tahuti in control, up 5 points, 1:40 to go. P-Town not calling this timeout yet. He's got all 3 to call. I reckon 1 first down in this game is not looking good for Houston, as this would be an all-time collapse on Better League Network. All time. As Deshaun Watson is expected to milk this clock down all the way to 3 seconds. Najee Harris takes this handoff and very safely just gets tackled. 3rd and 7. So I wonder if Tahuti's on conservative ball carrying. It is a 5-point game. He's in field goal range, which would make it an 8-point game. So I wonder if he wants more. I wonder if he wouldn't be satisfied with just sitting on this ball. So that's why it's such an interesting situation here. Deshaun Watson making an adjustment. He hands it off to Cohen. Tariq Cohen down to the 29-yard line. Timeout. Pittsburgh can go for this, and he is going to go for it, and P-Town called a timeout, and he can't do anything. He can't do anything because he called a timeout, and Chase Claypool, oh my goodness, Chase Claypool takes the reception on the field goal block, and that is going to seal the game. P-Town went full P-Clown. Oh my God. This is just a monumental collapse, a monumental series of unfortunate events, of mental mistakes, and oh boy, in what looked like a dominant win by the Houston Texans, the defending champions, the runners-up of the AFC, the Pittsburgh Steelers, are the ones that will come out 1-0 in dramatic fashion to start season 41. What a wild game this was. And man, I mean, the story of the game was just going to be a lot less exciting, I thought. I thought it would come down to Hootie, those early 3 and outs, maybe his early turnovers on possessions. But no, it come down to P-Town. As I will be in the Discord if you guys want to join me. I don't know if you guys want to come in. You're more than welcome to. I think both you guys are in the Twitch chat. As my Discord is okay. Yeah, I'll be in the commentary booth, guys, if you guys want to join. I don't know if anyone will join. But just a dramatic victory for the Pittsburgh Steelers, and it did certify. So we didn't have any EA glitches today. But man, it's just me out here. But what just a bizarre game as Dahudi does join. Dahudi, can you hear me?
I can, sir. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing well. I mean, I just commentated quite a football game. Can you describe it? You know, how does it feel to go 1-0? It just it looked like you were dead to rights about 10 minutes ago. 10 minutes in real life.
Yeah, it was a big old flustercuck that game was for both teams, and it honestly came down to whoever got the last turnover and break, and it happened to be me twice in a row. And yeah, I just got lucky that I got the last break and the last turnover, and yeah, well, like I said, flustercuck of a game, and just
yeah,
I don't know, super weird.
Yep, flustercuck of a game, flusterfuck, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. Dahudi, I thought really the game would come down to your early 3 and outs. You know, you were really struggling in the passing game. I don't know if you want to talk about it. You know, it looked like Deshaun Watson really had no time in the pocket. Najee Harris was just eating. That was the only thing you had. It kept you in this game, and you know, thank God you kept pushing because you know, it ended up helping you propel your way to victory.
Yeah, so yeah, his corners were just freaking bodying my corners, and like I was trying to do the BL way and throw up some prayers, and honestly, I'm glad I got intercepted. I probably won't do it as much just because of that reason. I mean, it was Stingley, so that's a different reason too, but yeah, I got the one with George Pickens. Apparently the key is to high point it too, so apparently I do that as well. That's the key. And the only thing I was mad about is that my superstar wide receiver with short in and short out elite just gets bodied on its in route. It doesn't blink, doesn't do anything. I throw a blind ass just pick because I was like, oh, he's gonna be open. Like my read was to the left. He was my bailout if it was man to man. It was man to man. But yeah, his corners are just dominant. They just body my guys. So yeah, kudos to his man coverage and pass defense in general. And yeah, I just thought, I don't know, I made him one-dimensional as well. I mean, my run defense was not messing around in this game, and that's what came down to that. He threw, we both threw way too many picks. He had 6, I think I had 5, and so yeah, hopefully Deshaun Watson doesn't get a development upgrade because I'm on my way to 50 at this point.
Yeah, that's for sure. As we'll transition to the guy that came just short, defending Super Bowl champion P-Town. I will have to say, you did start 0-1 in season 40, so that didn't really hurt you there. but quite a deflating, bone-crushing, heart-crushing loss. Every part of your body crushing for the Houston Texans. Talk us through it. What happened?
Um, yeah, man. I mean, we're really not that deflated out here. Everyone's in high spirits out here in Houston. We came out. We did what we wanted to do for 3 quarters. We felt like we had a pretty big lead going into the fourth, and we were just like, you know what, man. My guys ain't played in 2 weeks. They're hungry. They wanted to go out there and just keep pounding it on. So I was like, hey, if you guys want to keep throwing the ball, we're gonna keep doing it. Mills was cooking. Josh Jacobs couldn't get it going in the ground game though. God damn, the Hootie's fucking run defense is crazy. But yeah, man. I mean, the last 3 minutes, it's just we got the ball, one play pick, got the ball, one play pick, got the ball, one play pick, fumble, and then pretty stupid of me to come out and field goal block after I called my timeout before. I just assumed he was just going to take the 8-point lead. So you know what to say, assumptions, man, to make an ass out of you and me.
Yep.
So it is what it is. It's week 1. Went out there, try to have some fun. Probably could have ran the ball out. I think I was up like 17 with 2:30 left. So
Yeah, I mean, Dehudi did make a good point. He was saying that maybe him stuffing your run, like Josh Jacobs was doing absolutely nothing all day, and I wonder if that really factored into maybe you being too aggressive in the passing game, or was that is that typically just something you want to do? You just want to keep pushing, keeping the pedal to the metal, uh, as they say.
yeah, no, it definitely affected my play calling.
Hmm.
I mean, I think I ran like the actual minimum 10 times that game.
Yep.
And so, yeah, I mean, one, I'd probably pass the ball anyways. I'd probably run the ball on first down. But, getting into second and 12s all game it was tough. So, yeah, him stopping Josh Jacobs definitely led to me like going out on those passing plays on first down and throwing the ball into an interception. Plus, I don't know when he started doing it, but he started using that Carmichael kid like out of nowhere, and it just completely caught me off guard.
Yep. Yeah. And once Tahuti got into Carmichael's user control, he had those 2 critical interceptions, those lurks across the middle, completely flipped the ball game. So I don't know if you guys want to stay in here for a second because it's you have an opportunity on BLN. It's season 41. We've transitioned to a new season. I don't know if you guys want to talk about what you've done with your team so far this cycle and what you're kind of doing going forward. I don't know if you guys want to talk about that. You want Dehudi?
Sure. I mean, mine's pretty short and sweet. I got Deshaun Watson. Apparently, doesn't help me that much, and yeah, I mean, I got a. I'm trying to get a better offensive line. I signed Isaiah Wynn. Probably overpaid, and it showed that I overpaid today because he just was blind to people on the outside. But we'll have to figure out that 3-3, the 3-5 odd or triple, whatever it's called. We'll figure that out and see what we can do against that. And then, yeah, other than that, no, I don't do a whole lot. Game plan's the same since Man 17. Option, more option. Just now I can do RPO, so it just spreads it out a little bit more.
Yep. Wonderful. How about you, P10?
Um, Dude, honestly, I don't know. My team overplays their ratings so hard. I really didn't have to do anything in the offseason. I got Zach Martin, and that was pretty cool, except for him and Kenyon Green both got hurt right before this game. I don't know how it happened. They weren't hurt after practice, but right when I was about to send a hoodie and invite, fucking both of them were hurt. So hopefully they come back next week, and then maybe then Josh Jacobs can actually get some run blocking, man. But yeah, no, I just fast linebackers, fast DBs, just a track field on defense. It's kind of what I'm going for. People that just hopefully won't get burnt like Claypool did to Trey Flowers at one play, but Flowers came back. Derek Stingley is him, so never got to worry about my DBs. And then on offense, it's just, hey man, just keep trying to make the good reads with Davis Mills the GOAT. And Josh Jacobs will average about 2 yards a carry. So
Yep. So Yeah, thank you. Thanks, guys, for coming in. It was a sloppy game, as you guys mentioned, but you guys are definitely the class of the AFC so far this cycle, and you will continue to be um, competitive all the way through. So, thank you guys for coming in, and thanks everyone for tuning in to Better League Network, first broadcast of the new season. I'm signing off. Thanks for